Akinatiyanasyanyanjanashalakaya Chakshurumilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ya Kundanda Tushara Hara Tavara, Ya Shubhra Vastra Vrita, Ya Veena Vardanda Mandita Kara, Ya Shveta Padmasana, Ya Brahma Juta Shankara Prakriti Devi Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Buddhi Pradam Sharade Buddhi Pradam Sharade. Jai Gurudev. It's so nice again be here. So lovely to meet all of you. And especially I'm always happy and grateful to those who are traveling for hours to come to meet and to spend time together. It's very nice. So I was thinking, okay, we have satsang. I was thinking just normal satsang, like after prayers, 5-10 minutes, something, just inspiring. And then Ram said, oh, I have my camera, I have some audio equipment, let's do a professional satsang. I was like, wow. So we need to talk about something serious then. Not just so nice to be here, so loud. No, we need to talk about something. I was thinking, what then I need to talk about? Because every satsang is like something what comes with the time when it starts, or just before it starts. And Auntie gave me an idea. So he asked a question while we were having lunch. He asked, what is Sangha? What is Satsang? And I think it's a good topic. What is Satsang? Because there are two words for the Sangha. Sat, Sangha, if we talk in Hindi, just Sangha. And Sangha means gathering, yeah? And Sat means truth. So we have a lot of gatherings, a lot. We meet each another, we spend time with each another, we communicate with, with news, with TV set, with papers, with colleagues. It's also kind of Sangha because we are connected in this way. But unfortunately, in such meetings, not all the time there is a truth or there is a Sat. And I'm not talking about some fake news or propaganda or whatever. It's not about that. Or is really this food is healthy, or really the country is taking right decisions about politics and so on. Sat means only one truth, which is the truth for all of us. And we cannot get there alone. We cannot get so deep where this Sat or this truth is hiding inside of us. People think that they can realize themselves and God or come to the final destination alone because we think it's easier, no? Sometimes it's easier to do something alone, like, better I do it myself, yeah, we think, instead of doing something together. Yes, in life it's like that. You ask something from somebody and it takes time when it happens. And then you think, better I do it myself. Yeah? If you ask kids to clean the room or somebody to cook or get the litter out, and so on, or clean the car. There are many things we ask others to do or we expect that others do, and it doesn't happen and we think we better do it alone because it's faster. Maybe yes, maybe not. It depends if it really concerns us to do something or it really that somebody can help us. But when we say about Sat and talk about Sat or truth, is the thing we can realize only together. As Jesus was saying, where are two gathered for my name, I am among them. I'm very thankful for these nice prayers together, for this nice singing, because the energy was so strong that not only me, but I noticed all of you didn't want to open the eyes. I tried a few times, open the eyes, I think, oh, it's enough, okay. I look, everybody's meditating. So, okay, me too. Everybody's still meditating. I did 3 times, and 3 times everybody was meditating. Why? Because it was so beautiful and nice and peaceful inside of us. And it's hardly possible to get the state when you do something alone. Even if you meditate, or you pray, or you sing, or you chant. Because when we're together, it is stronger. Why it happens? You see, the most difficult thing in our life is to overcome our ego and our false identity or ahamkara, which is always trying to think about something else but not about God. Yeah. The ego doesn't care for God because ego wants to be God itself. And ego is afraid if God comes to our life, there is no space for ego. Somebody wants to join our satsang. We'll let him or her in. Be merciful, the person also wants to be among us. So, when we're alone, we think that we're missing something. That we're missing something. When we're alone, we think we're missing something because we are not made to be alone in a way. We are made to be together. That's why we don't have earth for ourselves only. We have earth where we all live together. And in every religion, in every nation, there is a saying, that everybody is a brother and a sister. So when we come together, and when we have only one topic, which is God, or Guru, or prayer, or meditation, so we're so easily connected immediately. And this connection is stronger than any other connection. We can sit around the table and start to talk about other topics, and then we will find a lot of disagreements among us. A lot. We have so many different opinions about everything. But as soon as we come to temple, we start to sing, we start to clap, we start to look at deity, we start to chant, we are oneness. Because ego doesn't exist here. So when we're together, we help each another. And this is the real help we'll need in this life. We're waiting for help from everywhere, from the government, from the people, from the relatives, from the family, from the children. But the real help is given when we are gathered for God. Because other things we can do alone. We can cook for ourselves, we can go to shop, we can drive, we can clean, we can do many things. But unfortunately, we cannot overcome our ego alone. That's why Guruji is coming and he gathering us. It's so beautiful when you travel in many countries and you come to the countries and you see spiritual family. So yesterday I was in Latvia. We had a prayers in a temple. On Sunday I was in Istanbul. We had a nice gathering, Sangha, Sunday, also very, very beautiful singing, dancing, eating, of course. A day before it was in Dubai. A few days before it was in India. And so on, so on, so on. So spiritual family is growing because when Guruji is on earth, he's showing to us, look, you can be together. You need to be together. I remember it was online darshan, and I just wanted to share with Guruji that Guruji, I told him, thank you for beautiful Sangha and for opportunity to live together because we live in ashram. And Guruji said, nice, yeah? So it's like he's making that, and he was in a way like waiting for that. Finally we realized that it's so nice to be together. It's so amazing to be together. That's why thanks to everyone and everywhere in all countries who has this great opportunity to make a places for gathering, to invite the devotees, to organize everything. Because if we don't do that, we cannot really progress spiritually. And sometimes, quite often actually, some devotees think, oh, I'm already mature enough, I'm already grown enough, I can spend time alone. Guruji is in my heart, Guruji is on my wall, on my altar, and I can go further alone. But it doesn't work. You can talk to a devotee, a nice person, but you see that it's not really the connection is there. That we got some nice feeling from Guru and spirituality, and we stopped ourselves. Because it's so easy not to get to the last point, not to get to the final destination. I think this is one of the reasons why we're still coming to Earth. Because we were coming, and something happened. We didn't come to the final destination. So even if you don't have a mood to come together, come. If you think that last time the prasad was not tasty, come to prove that this time the prasad will be better. If you think that somebody looked at you from wrong angle, come and stay at another side from the person, that the person look at you from another angle. Don't follow the thoughts and ego which tells you, no, I don't want these people, I don't want to meet anybody. It's so dangerous. It's really so dangerous. Because then it becomes a custom. I was recently in one of the places and Guruji came there and it was intensive, it was nice, it was darshan, satsang, so Guruji gave a lot of love to the Sangha, a lot, everybody was happy. And then they didn't see each other for 2 months. They could not meet each other for 2 months. They found so many reasons not to come together, and only after 2 months they realized, oh my God, it was just an excuse of the ego or mind not to come. Kids, school, work, job, car repair, anything. Let's meet just for a cup of tea. Oh, I'm busy right now. Today I have a call, I have a Zoom. And 2 months passed. And this high vibration, which Guruji brought or took out from all of them, of course it was diminishing. Because if you want to keep the same level of frequency and vibration, you need to come together. Because this is how the energy goes up, goes up, goes up. As Guruji says many times, the true bhakta and true devotee is the one who feels love and devotion to Guru in his presence. And without his physical presence, he feels even more intensively this love and devotion. So we cannot have Guruji every day physically be present, unfortunately, at our places. But in Sangha, his presence is very strong. So it means that we are not there yet. We are not yet in Vaikuntha. And we don't need to wait a moment when it will happen, because we never know when it will happen. So more we find a time for meeting each another, even for a phone call, or just a message, or something. We're immediately connected to his consciousness, which Guruji is creating for us. And believe me, our community in Bhakti Marga is growing very fast, and the time is coming when it will be like already, it's in the air that is something bigger is going to happen. So I see it by traveling through the countries how fast it's growing everywhere. So it means we need to, in a good way, to push all the time ourselves, or to pull ourselves, that to be in this at the same speed what Guruji has for the community and for the Bhakti Marga itself. Please take it very seriously that it's very important, again, to do what is happening today and happening regularly. Because so many people still waiting for this invitation to come and to join and to be together. There are so many talks about how to protect a country, how to protect a community, how to protect a nation, and so on. But the biggest protection can be if the vibration of the country, of the community, of the place is high. Because higher vibration is, better can happen to the place. And instead of praying, instead of trusting God, people get afraid, scared, angry, emotional, and it attracts more problems. So it means that we cannot blame if something getting worse, economy or whatever. So more we pray, better we keep ourselves, our house, and the place around. So maybe you have questions. You have questions. You have questions. Oh, I see you have questions. No? No? Joo.
Saat kysyä sellaisen asian, että kun hiljentyy ihminen ja menee tänne sydämeen, tänne syvälle kammioonsa ja ajattelee, että kun hän on kaikkialla, niin enkö silloin minäkin saa yhteyden siihen samaan?
So she's saying when you go in meditation, you go deep inside into that space inside, am I not then in connection with siis yhteydessä Jumalaan? In connection with the highest divine?
I didn't get it.
When she goes inside
Yes.
meditation,
Yeah.
is she then in connection with the divine?
If.
When?
Okay, she goes deep inside.
Kun menee meditaatioon, niin vai jos menee?
Sanonko mä olen siinä tavallaan?
When I am in that state of
Yeah.
meditation.
Mhm. If it is connected to divine. Actually, we are all the time in his divine body. We're never disconnected. So wherever
Ehkä tämä kysymys koski vähän sitä niin kuin vastakkainasettelua, että Sanna ja sitten eikö mä yksin myöskin siinä. Can I be when I also alone?
Niin, siinä on siinä yhteydessä tavallaan. Vaikka on yksin, mutta on kaikki alla. Tai
Even though you are alone. When you are stopped.
yeah, right, of course, and Jesus was saying that if you want to pray, don't do it even publicly. Go alone in a hidden place and pray. Yeah. So I said that yes, of course. Even Jesus was saying that if you want to pray, don't do it publicly. So go in an empty place and do it alone. But it is about sincerity. Yeah? So it means that when we're alone, our mind is much more busy with something else. The mind is busy with something else. Because I said when we're alone, we feel we miss something.
Ei se mieli, se on pois siitä tilanteesta.
Kun ollaan yksin, niin mieli hakee jotain muuta.
Ei hae muuta.
Of course, we have Atma Kriya Yoga, we have meditation and practice. But if you know, in Atma Kriya Yoga we have Shaktipat. We have the presence of the gurus while we are practicing. So it means that it's not just a meditation, like a common word known in nowadays. It's a deep connection with divine, but with the help of the masters. Yeah? But mind still find it routine time to time. And it's not easily go deep. You close your eyes and then you start to solve all your problems of the day. Yeah. It's what we were talking with Auntie in Dubai about meditation. Auntie said, when I meditate, I can concentrate on many things. I can fix. I said, no, wait, this is not the meditation. Because you can finally sit like, and okay, yeah, okay, I do this and that. It's nice. But it's not a real meditation as a communication with God. So I'm saying that it's easier, much easier to get connected to Him when we're many. For one purpose, for one aim, only for Him. It means the energy of another person helps you to support your energy or your connection to God. One person starts to sing, you want to join, you want to clap, thanks the one who first stand up and starts dance, because then the others also stand up and start dance. It's easier. to get to this mood in a Sangha and when we're together. And also it can last longer. So if everyone is gathered for one purpose, for prayer, for meditation, for this energy, it's easy to be in this energy. Yeah?
This, what you said, it's true, truly, because I just read about the experiment in USA that they were wanting to see that people were solving listisanatehtävä. They were solving crosswords.
Crosswords, yeah.
And then when a lot of people were doing the same, then in the afternoon they were able to calculate how much easier it was for the other people to solve the problem, because in the morning the group was doing. So it was like their consciousness and solving the problem helped these other ones do it in the afternoon much easier and quicker.
Yeah.
So it applies to meditation, I think.
Yes, yes. And actually we're doing a great job, really great job, energetically. Because this is how we balance the negativity around and inside of us. We don't notice it, but we produce a lot of negativity, or we support a lot of negativity. And unfortunately, whatever created by humans, it stays, it doesn't disappear. Any thought, any word, any action, it stays. So it means that if we don't pray or don't come together, we don't balance this negativity, and grows and grows and grows and grows, and creates a lot of problems, not only in our life, but in general on earth. So that's why it is true to say that whatever happens on earth, it's a result of our own actions as well. Again, instead of trying to find the one who is guilty, we need to ask ourselves, how much did I contribute negativity through my life, that it's somewhere and create some things. That's why until the moment everybody starts to live consciously, with a focus on God, or as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, to devote everything what you do in your life to God, until this moment there won't be any peace or real love or happiness on earth, because that's impossible. So that's why to come together for God, it's very, very important, really. If you want to help ourselves, our families, our houses, this planet, this is the best contribution what can be, really. A prayer. That's why Guruji started from January 2024 to do once a month a prayer all together. To get all together for half an hour and pray, 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 pray. And it works. Many people don't believe that prayer works, but it works better than anything else. And what is important to know about the prayer, we think that the prayer works like this. I give an order to God, and He does it in the way I think. Yeah? If He doesn't in the way I think, we don't believe in the prayer or in God. Yeah? But prayer, as Guruji said a few times already, help to change the consciousness inside of a person or people. And this is how it changed the situation outside. So it's not physical influence on the situation, but it's energetical influence on the source of the situation. Yeah? It's like with a disease. Until you find the source of a disease, you will be only trying to heal the subsequences, like, of that. But you need to find the source of the disease. What is the problem? What is the core of that? Once you find it, you fix it, and that's it. You don't have, red dots on the skin or something else because you found something. You fix your sugar level and then many things. Boom! Yeah? Oh, there. I'm not a doctor, just pretending I know something. That's why it's amazing what is happening today. Again, we cannot get Guruji physically so easy, but we can come together and do that. And it's amazing, like he's here, standing or sitting and looking at us. Yes, he once said, I visited in the morning every temple where the prayers and puja is done to me. And it was a time when Guruji got some weight and everybody noticed it. Of course he knew, because he can read our thoughts, our judging. And he said, no, I didn't start to eat more. It's just one devotee in Kenya. She feeds me a lot. I already told her to put less prasad for me. In Kenya there is a place where vibhuti is always produced, yeah? And Amrit and other miracles happening. Because a devotee, he asked Guruji, please promise to be all the time with me. And in their home temple, it's all the time vibhutis and other miracles happening. So, and Mataji there was feeding Guruji like intensively, in a very Indian way, with a lot of sweets, gulab jamun and other things. And Guruji got some weight, and he told her strictly, stop it. Because he promised, he cannot avoid that. It's like Krishna when he came, he was invited by Kauravas for lunch, and he knew that it's gonna be something not good there, so they wanted to poison him. Yeah, and he came to Vidur, yeah, to a relative of Pandavas. And Vidur was not there, but his wife was there. And she was so shocked to see Krishna coming to her house. And she was peeling bananas and gave to him the skin of bananas instead of bananas because she was shocked. And Krishna was eating and smiling. And she was happy and he was happy. Until the moment Vidura came and saw the picture. Saw what is happening and said, you stupid woman, what are you doing? And Krishna said, no, it's you stupid. You don't understand that I'm not taking the food, I'm taking the love of her. Yeah, so God is accepting only love, only love. That's why it's much easier to feel love to God when we're together. That we are not alone in this love. Because we're not shy of this love, but we are not confident in this love to God yet. We still don't believe that there is love between us and God. Yeah? We're not confident. We think we don't deserve His grace. We don't deserve His love. Yeah? Am I wrong? No, we're like that. But He loves. And we need to learn how to accept his love. But we don't allow him to love us because we want ourselves to fix the problems. We want ourselves to do the things. We don't let him to do anything for us. That's why the prayers in the temple help us to see him as real. It was interesting how everything is connected. So we came to India, and one of the devotees, she has a saligram of this Narasimha. So the saligram came to her. You know, saligram is a holy stone, and it's curved as the form of this Narasimha. I shared it with you. Yeah, I sensed. And I was so surprised to see that. Where from do you have it? I said, oh, it happens like this. Yeah.
Where was it from?
She got it somehow from her son or something like this, and or it was meant like something that Guruji made it, or she wanted, once she saw this murti, she wanted to have it like this. And so, but just the connection that the trip was just recently, and now come to Finland, and Narasimha was there, and like everything is every step. This is why I have a present to Sangha. Here I have one shawl, one chadar from one of the 9 Divine Mothers. So it's in the room there, I'll give you, so you can keep one of the shawl from one of 9 Divine Mothers. And also I have prasad from this trip to India, where we visited many places of Divine Mother, and there is some prasad for all of us. So that's the energy of Divine Mother can be also here, because today is a Lakshmi Day, and and the color is yellow. So you have a yellow person living in his house as well. And Narayana also wears yellow. So, have more questions? Yes.
We were last weekend in SP, and Myron was giving a satsang about surrendering. And actually he said that we have the feeling we want to surrender because we have done it so many times in our past lives. And I was wondering if we have done it so many times in our past life, why are we here still?
You see, this question very nice answers the story of Pandavas. So when Yudhishthir came to heaven, he was surprised to see their Kauravas and not the Pandavas. And he was shocked how it's possible. So his brothers didn't come there because they still had something. Yeah? For instance, Bhima has attachment to food. Somebody had attachment to women. I mean, not all women, but just... Yes. So there's many little things which we have as attachments. And even we have a very strong and deep desire to surrender, we still keep something for ourselves. This is what keep ego alive. You remember the story when Krishna took the clothes of the gopis, yeah, when she was bathing. They wanted to surrender to Krishna. They were great saints, actually, yeah, from around time.
I can't hear you, Swami.
Once upon a time. So, the story about gopis when they were having bath, yeah, in a river, and Krishna took their clothes. And gopis are great saints. From time of Ram, they were sitting meditating in the forest, and Ram promised them that he will get in contact with them. So we'll spend some time with them in the time of his incarnation as Krishna. So the saints came, great saints who were meditating in the forest, and so with surrender, with everything, they came as gopis. And they were praying to Katyayani Ma that Krishna will be given to them as a husband, so surrender, of course. But they were attached to their bodies. They didn't want to get out from the water. And Krishna said, come on, you want to marry me, but why are you shy? So there are many little things which are inside of us we keep as attachments. And if you start to write down, the list can be really long. We attach to the bodies, to the personalities, to the nationalities, to the gender. So even having the experience of surrender, there is still something. That's why Guruji says, be more intensive in your daily practices. That's why as devotee, we have puja, we have holy scriptures, we have yoga meditation, we have everything. Why? Not to make our life more complicated, but really to help us to keep in the mind only God alone. If there is anything else, again, we can only come close, but not really to reach the destination. Like even spiritual name. If we avoid our spiritual names, it is said that when we cross the river, right there, there's a river we need to cross, and we will be called by a spiritual name. If we don't recognize it, we will not hear that we are called. That's why it's so important to take it seriously. It's not a hobby to be on spiritual path. It's not just, again, I have a guru in my life. No, no, no. I have my life to serve my guru. That's why they said, love God first, then your neighbor as yourself. And we're still on a way to have him as a number one in our life. We need to remind us all the time, he is priority, and not only for brahmacharis or rishis or swamis or residents of the ashram, it's for everyone. For everyone. There is no other way how we can realize God. By His grace, He gave us already the reminder that we are His devotees and bhaktas. But He cannot do it for us. He cannot make a focus on God for us. As you remember, Guruji told some time ago, there's a few things that God cannot do for us: love and control the mind. So, how can we complain about our mind if it's our task to control it? Oh, I'm scared. So control it. I feel sad. Change it. This is our task. I don't feel love. So what? Start to feel it. And we're just waiting that something from outside, like, make us feel different. Okay, in the beginning we can think like this, but now, no. He gave us all instruments. We can do that. We just need to do that. Do that intensely. It's so nice, huh? You were in Springen, you know how devotees live in Springen. They don't have a second free. All the time. So we need to be like this. Look at Guruji. He's all the time busy, all the time. There's no second. Partha, we were on a trip to Nine Divine Mothers, and Partha, one of the first close devotees to Guruji, he was telling how Guruji, when he came to Europe, so they were visiting all the time. He could not stay for a few hours just at home. He was always, okay, what shall we do? Okay, what's next? And Partha just, can we just stay at home and have some cacao and something? No, it's boring. No, come on. And in the place where they lived in Switzerland, it was very close to France. Yeah. So, and he said Guruji's favorite book was the European Atlas of the roads. At that time, there was no navigation yet, so he was like, he opened and he was going with the finger where to go. And he was very inspired to find a place called Saint something, Saint somebody. And you can imagine in France, it's a lot of places called Saint Pierre or Saint Tropez. So and just let's go there. And he was visiting all holy places just because the presence of God is there. It's boring to be just in the world if not to feel God. But not for Guruji, but for us. That's why he came not only to remind, but also invite us to make the places of God. That every home of a devotee become a temple. Because every can do a puja. Every home of devotee become a cave for meditation. Because every devotee has Atma Kriya Yoga. Every home of devotee become a spiritual center. Because we have, through internet, we have satsangs and sangha gatherings and so on. We live in a beautiful time where nothing stops us from being spiritual. Only our ego. It's amazing time to be on spiritual path. Amazing. It's easy to be vegetarian or vegan. It's easy to find time for meditation, for the practice. It's easy to communicate with the brothers in love. Yeah, spiritual brothers and sisters. Everything is made by Him for us. And it would be sad if we will not complete the call of our heart and soul in this life, because everything is given already. Everything. So, I wish all of us, by His grace, by Guruji, that we realize it every day, remind us every day, and really, really try to get from every day as much as possible of Him, of God, of love. To feel different like we feel during the prayers, like we feel after prayers and in meditations and so on. So, thank you to Gurudev. Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Prem se bolo prem Otara Shri Swami Shri Mahaprabhu ki jai.